Building to a crescendo all week, and very shortly it will be for real. We have all the action for you live. Hello and welcome, and I can tell you it was a dry walk to the gantry today. No rain in sight. My name is Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board to provide all the analysis is Stuart Robson. And without doubt a match with the potential to bring genuine excitement. How do you see it panning out?
Well, this should be interesting today. I like the makeup of both teams. They really do have a good balance of attacking and defensive qualities. But the team that has the greater desire will probably come out on top.
And a free kick awarded by the referee. This is how the starting lineup looks today.
Well, on paper, it's down as a 4-5-1. But for me, it's more likely to be a split midfield, with 3 supporting the front man and 2 sitting that little bit deeper as defensive cover.
This is what they'll be facing today.
Well, in this shape, if their wide players stay high up the pitch and get enough of the ball, it's a very attacking lineup. But if they drop too deep, they will then leave the centre-forward isolated, and it could be difficult for them.
Space here on the flank. And firing it to the near post. And it goes! That will do nicely for starters. First goal of the game.
Well, as the replay shows us, it's a decent first effort, but he's so quick to get onto the rebound. That's a good finish.
So underway again here. 1-0 the score. Charles. On to Onderman. A good idea. Oh, halting the attack just like that.
Oh, he showed great awareness there. That was a vital piece of play.
Well, using the space really well, you've got to say. That's not a bad ball. Well, the danger is still there. And taken cleanly by the goalkeeper. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. It was a chance to get them level.
Yeah, that could prove to be a really important miss.
Will Ondermark. And space to attack. Cross could be useful. Annoyingly, there it breaks down. Now, who can he play it to? And the flag has gone up here, offside the decision. What can he do with it now? Well, possibilities in the centre. Really good build-up, but no end product.
Well, they stopped that move in its tracks. That was excellent defending.
Will Ondermark. Here's Charles. Fantastic ball. Convincing effort, really, straight into the goalkeeper's hands.
Yeah, what a wasted opportunity that was. Big, big chance.
Well, no luck keeping possession. And a lot to like about this attack. And a good-looking ball. Oh, did so well to deny him. Favouring the short one. Here's Charles. Charles. Nice looking move, this. What can they do from here? Maybe the ideal pass. Well, it goes down as an opportunity. But an opportunity squandered.
Yeah, that really would have put them in control of the game.
Well, they've decided to make a change. Danger here as he runs at them. But the danger averted for now. Could cross it in here. Right. Really good diving stop to make sure the threat came to nothing. Who's going to get on the end of it? Couldn't keep the move going. Oh, good defending to stop a decent-looking attack. Now, options are plenty. Didn't go to plan in the end. Well, good run and good ball control. And just blotting out the danger.
Yeah, he read that brilliantly, didn't he?
Trying to tee it up. And a useful cross. Well, it wasn't a great... header, in all fairness. And a goal kick it is. Good-looking move. Oh, could easily have been a brace for him.
Well, the way he's playing at the moment, I thought he would score there. He's been a constant threat.
Well, that's a fine-looking pass. A smart stop here. Corner played into the box, and that is not going to help the cause. The header well off the mark. And possession lost there. Teammates available. On to Charles. Getting dangerous here. Opportunity it is. And somehow he's kept it out.
Yeah, he looked so imposing there, didn't he? Great save.
Over it comes. And really meat and drink to the keeper under the circumstances. Plenty of options. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. And played the pass well.
Yeah, he saw the run so quickly there.
Defensive roadblock in the way of that cross. Free kick is what's been given. Deborah. Charles. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. Opportunity here. There it is, the goal they wanted for security. They lead by 2 now. They can breathe that bit more easily.
Well, just look at this. It's a good finish and reward for their pressure. They really have controlled this game.
So the ball rolling again at 2-0. And covering tremendous ground here. Brandon Thomas Asante. And a throw-in forthcoming. On to Charles. Well, the scoreline means they can focus on keeping possession.
Well, they're making it look so easy here, aren't they?
Jesse Deborah. Will Ondermark. Moving the ball nicely. Oh, great vision. Wasn't going to let that one get through. Well, he keeps going.
Well, I have to say, that's a magnificent save. That's a top-class piece of goalkeeping.
And over comes the corner. And miles off target with the header, but in fairness, the marking was tight. Ondermark. On to Pinnock. Just the challenge that was required. Difficult to stop him. Oh, that's a super piece of defending. Good conditions for the counter. Can they make it count? Teammates in the middle. Just fizzled out completely. Threading it. That is really alert defending, just when the situation looked dangerous. And the corner's been given. Now it's a moment he would like to have back, if possible. Efron Mason-Clark. That's useful play. But the danger averted for now. Well, unable to bend his run, offside. Well, they seem happy to weather the storm.
They're just too passive with their defending now.
On to Charles. Interception to snuff out the danger. Charles. Now this can be productive. Well, a top-notch piece of defensive judgment. And the defenders know they need to get tighter. Crossed into the penalty area. And that's very intelligent play to win back possession. And unable to find the target. They put themselves under pressure and have to start finishing chances.
Well, frustration amongst the players. That was half a chance to reduce the deficit there.
Charles. On to Deborah. Pinnock. Here's Charles. On to Charles. Flowing here. Opportunity. Stopped a certain goal. Well, he was dreaming of scoring, but ruled offside.
Well, it all happened very quickly, so I wouldn't criticise him too much. At least he was in there.
Bobby Thomas. On to Thomas Asante. Well, possession problems. Here's Charles. That's a good-looking pass. And intercepted it. Right. Franconieka. Slight miscue in the final third.
That was really good defending.
On to Charles. Now with Pinnock. And it's one pass after another. Can he? Terrific save. Short corner favour. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. On to Charles. Jesse Deborah. On to Pinnock. Here's Charles. And the chance slips away. Well, a really good run, but quick thinking defensively. Will Ondermaat. And teammates around him. Wears it well. And taking it without any trouble at all. Franconieka. Da Silva. Just off the mark with that effort. Rather unfortunate.
Caught it well, but not quite on target. Good technique, though.
He'll have a go here. Well, the goalkeeper is thankful that it wasn't a better effort than it actually was. And the referee felt he had to blow the whistle. In a decent position. And this represents a great chance to score. Oh, what an exquisite goal! Absolute perfection. So underway again here, and they know full well this is an uphill climb. Plenty of support here. And fed forwards. And taken cleanly by the keeper. Thomas Asante. Over the touchline for a throw-in. Pinnock. An alert intervention. Efron Mason-Clark. An impressive run. Oh, sloppy passing. Not really the high percentage option to try your luck from there.
Well, his teammates aren't particularly happy. He was never going to score from there.
And that's very intelligent play to win back possession. Mitch Pinnock. Well, this could really help the cause. And keeper's ball. He made it look as though it was never in any doubt. Onyeka. On to Mason-Clark. And a brisk run. From a long way out. Oh, a really crisp effort, but just wide. Well, made it look routine, but read it well. And given acres of space to attack here. Now, who can he play it to? And it's opening up. Keeper getting both gloves on the ball. Mason-Clark. Perfect challenge. In the middle, attending to his defensive chores. Haji Wright. And the chance slips away. Deborah. Well, the scoreline means they can focus on keeping possession. And the referee is going to add on 4 added minutes. Quick counter could be on. A disappointing end to the move. Onyeka. Well, I'll tell you what, surprising everyone by taking on the shot from that range.
Yeah, that was certainly a good effort from that sort of distance. Really struck it cleanly.
Charles. On to Pinnock. Dangerous ball. And taken cleanly by the goalkeeper. And the defenders know they need to get tighter. Textbook defending inside the box. Good through ball. Right into the centre. An alert piece of defending. Jay Da Silva. On to Thomas. Now the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. And I think it's fair to say he's had happier days in front of goal, Stuart.
Yeah, he's not had much joy, has he? It's been a real struggle for him to get any sort of possession in the final third.
So the second half begins. Who will steal the show? What to like about that pass? This is looking threatening. Giving the ball away. And space for them here on the flank. This is an excellent run. Takes it on. And the keeper getting across to stop it. And there's the delivery. Will Ondermacht. Here's Charles. Ondermacht. Charles. On to Ondermacht. It's a nice-looking ball. Ready to fire. He's gone and found the net! Brilliant piece of finishing. Magnificent goal.
Well, you won't see a better connection than this. Hit with such power. What a great goal.
And this is turning into something of a rout. 4-0. And it's played into the centre. Da Silva. Well, there to intercept. Decent idea. Oh, blocked it! But into the keeper's gloves. Disappointing pass.
Not sure what he was thinking there.
Onyeka. Well, he could really get at the opposition. Well, good clean catch by the keeper. There's the shot! And the keeper making sure that there were no scraps to feed on for the attackers. Well, good effective pressure. Intercepted effortlessly. Here's Charles. Well, the scoreline means they can focus on keeping possession. Really nice looking pass. Oh, managing to beat him. So a throw in here. Intelligent ball. Corner awarded. And they're going for the short one. An effective ball win. Oh, chance! Oh, good reflexes from the keeper and the danger averted. He's driven in the corner. And the keeper wanted to take it cleanly and did. The defenders know you can't really allow space like that. Well, it didn't go to plan in the end. And losing the ball there. Deborah. Here's Charles. Oh, useful ball. He fancies it. Oh, what a save! And over comes the corner. Could still be dangerous. Could be threatening. Oh, quick and slick.
They just know how to keep the ball, don't they?
Mitch Pinnock. Difficulty at all for the keeper. Brandon Thomas Asante. Well, using the space really well, but now can they push on? Well, I'm not sure the keeper particularly wanted that, but danger averted for now. So half an hour remaining. Well, let's get more details on the injury situation from our pitchside reporter, Jeff Shreves.
Yes, it looked like in that last challenge he took a heavy blow to his upper thigh. There's no sign of it being taken off yet.
Cheers, Jeff. On their mark. Well, all doing their bit to keep them out. Ellis Sims. Well, the shot more than decent. It had power, just couldn't find the target. Substitution then. Let's see how it affects the match. This is looking threatening. Good looking cross. Well, he had a decent reading of that ball in. Mitch Pinnock. Now the attack fizzled out. Can he find the right pass? Targets available. Cross comes in. Did well to win it back. Hadji Wright. Dropping deep to collect the ball. And the referee is given a penalty. And the penalty is converted. I don't think anyone really questioned him.
Yeah, it goes the right way, but just can't get his top hand on it.
Goals in plentiful supply. 4-1 currently. Well, it can be so difficult to play against a confident passing team when you're trailing. And tidy defensive play. He's made a real difference, I must say, but the manager decides that this is the time to make a change. Trying to tee it up. Can he deliver? Keeper was there to meet it. Well, they've given him too much space. Played into the centre. And possession lost there. Well, they're allowing him to run and run and run. So a goal kick here. And we're focusing on him for a reason, Stuart. He's asking plenty of questions of the defenders.
Yeah, he's certainly carved out plenty of chances. He's tested the keeper on numerous occasions, and he got his reward with that goal. Brilliant stuff from him.
Now with Thompson. And support available. And in the right position to make sure it didn't go all the way through. Chance! Not troubling the keeper. Thomas Asante. And the defenders know they need to get tighter. Textbook defending inside the box. 20 minutes remaining. What to like about that pass? Clever defending. Using his strength to shield the ball.
Oh, that's held up so well there.
And holds onto it confidently. Showing good ball control. Danger building. Making sure nothing untoward happened. Well, had no intention of losing out. A terrific piece of goalkeeping. And time for the change now. So the corner played into the box. And the pass deftly cut out. Genuine chance. And kicking it out. And the header just over the crossbar.
This has been a top-class display today. Just look how many chances they've created. And if they want to, they could score a hatful of goals here.
Yes, the chances just keep on coming. No stopping them, apparently. What a save! Can he deliver it with accuracy? Could be dangerous. Well, it slants into the gloves of the goalkeeper. And in the right position to read it. Teammates available. Well, it wouldn't have counted anyway. The flag does go up in the end, and the defence can reorganise. Once more, unable to hang on to the ball. Onyeka. Might lead to a chance. And he's broken free. A magnificent stop.
Well, it should be a goal, but take nothing away from the keeper. That's a brilliant save.
On to Shanles. Now with Thompson. And he's in. A goal! An exceptional performance this. 4 to the good now.
Well, here's the replay, and it all starts off with that cross into the box, just begging for a teammate to get on the end of it. And then the shot is emphatic. He strikes it with such power, the keeper has no time to react. What a good finish.
Wolfenden. On to Sakamoto. Well, from so far out, it didn't appear to be the high percentage option. Close though, Stuart.
Well, he did have options, but that was a good effort in the end. He wasn't too far away, was he?
That's useful play. And the cross not quite imaginative enough. Mitch Pinnock. He's made headway. A goal! They're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest.
Well, here it is again, and the pace in which they break forward is devastating. It's so hard to defend against, and his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head: smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
Well, a really good run. Franco Onyeka. Well, there's a living, breathing example of positional sense. On to Charles. Opportunity here, and you cannot argue with a hat-trick. Simply unstoppable today.
Well, here's the goal again, and what a wonderfully weighted pass this is. And there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
So underway again, but to my mind, this game is now as good as over. And play halted, free kick given. Oh, that is a penalty! And there it is, perfectly executed.
Once the keeper decided which way to go, he just passed it into the other side. Never really in danger.
Mitch Pinnock. Under pressure, doesn't seem to be bothering him. Well, sadly, they just couldn't keep possession. And the counter-attack looks on. Can they profit from this? Well, gifting away possession.
They've been lucky to get away with that one.
And sloppy in possession. Can they set up a chance? And both hands on it. Good goalkeeping. Brandon Thomas Asante. Good-looking run. Oh, that's textbook goalkeeping. And there's the delivery. Well, he was under pressure, and maybe you could tell that by the header, which wasn't the best.
Well, he wasn't first to the ball, but the defender certainly made the header more difficult.
And that will be a corner. Keeper's ball. Charles. Ben Thompson. Here's Charles. Can he put it away? And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see.
Well, this is a brilliant strike, as you can see. He hits it with so much power. The keeper had no chance. Fantastic finish.
Well, good run, this. Now, what can he do with it? And it's going to be a free kick. Laid into the centre. Well, I suspected that might be difficult for the keeper, but I was wrong. Will Ondermark. On to Pinnock. Nicely played. And he would have been disappointed had he spilled that one. Thomas Asante. Well, there's a really stylish piece of running. Now, will the cross work out for them? And I think the threat has been averted. And does well to keep it in play. Oh, danger here. Now with Thomas Asante. He made good progress there. Brilliantly blocked. Ben Thompson. And teammates around him. But he tried in vain to get himself back onside.
Well, he needs to show greater awareness there and hold on to the ball a fraction longer.
Well, using the space really well, you've got to say. And let's give credit to the defending. Produce on the flank. Pressing into the middle. Superbly read and executed. Here's Charles. Now counter-attacking possibilities. And the cross into the middle. And on they go. Well, players back now. Free kick awarded then by the referee. Infringement spotted. Defending really well. Milan van Ewijk. Delivering it into the box. He didn't really work the keeper when all was said and done. Now with Thompson. Onyeka. And danger averted. Well read. Could pose a threat on the counter. Still racing forward. Well, they've really broke at pace, but full credit to the keeper.
Great play, good shot and an excellent save. That was good football all round, wasn't it?
Well, there's a living, breathing example of positional sense.
Good anticipation there, it really was.
What can he do with it now? And a decent delivery. And with that, the attack breaks down. And there goes the final whistle, much to the disappointment of their supporters.
Today just wasn't good enough. They lacked a cutting edge, they played too slowly, and they made many mistakes at the back. It was really disappointing.
No two ways about it. He really has brought his influence to bear on the proceedings.
Well, he fully deserves the match ball. He was outstanding today, both with his skill and movement. What a performance that was.